Welcome to Hello Baltimore County. I'm your host, Ellen Kobler. Credit and debit cards have been around for decades, and we love the convenience. However, credit card fraud continues to increase at alarming rates. We're pleased to have Baltimore County Police Detective Larry Rogers here with some specific do's and don'ts to help us protect these valuable pieces of plastic. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
So tell us a little bit about credit card fraud, and it's different than identity theft.
Credit card, we call it credit card misuse,
Okay.
is when someone actually has your physical credit card instead of just your number and personal identifying information. They actually steal your credit card from your purse or your wallet, or you leave it on the counter, somebody picks it up.
And my credit card says something like, please request photo ID on the back. Take a wild guess how many other clerks look at that.
Hardly any.
Hardly any. So how do we keep our credit cards safe?
Carry one or two. Don't carry all of them. If you have 4 or 5 credit cards and a debit card, only carry one or two.
The ones that you're actually
The ones that you're actually going to use that day while you're out shopping.
Yeah.
Don't use your debit card at a restaurant because they walk away with your credit card and you don't know what they're doing with it.
And that's tied to your bank account.
That is tied to your bank account.
Yeah.
Whereas a credit card is just a piece of plastic that you can stop and cancel right away.
Right. Okay. What about shredding the things with the credit card?
If you, a statement or even your receipts, if you're not keeping them for tax purposes, either put them away or shred them. Your statements after a couple months, just shred them. And make sure you check your statements.
Really?
Yes. Shred your statements. You don't need to keep them.
Huh. Okay. That's a good idea. And somebody told me one time that at a restaurant, I think, they were given a blank credit card receipt. I've never heard of such a thing.
Sometimes at a bar they may give you, because people walk out on their tab, so they'll have you pre-sign. It doesn't happen very often, but sometimes you will be asked to sign a blank receipt.
Okay.
And just write zeros or don't sign it.
Write zeros. So
write
if they
zeros
insist
or draw
on
a
it,
line through
write zeros because it's just a placekeeper.
The waitress can write whatever amount she wants.
Right. It's basically signing a blank check.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And to whom should you give your credit card information, like over the phone?
Only if you initiate the phone call with your credit card company. People will call acting as your credit card. Everybody, or a lot of people have Chase or whatever, and they just take a shot in the dark that you have a Chase card, or they found your information and know that you have a Chase card. They will call. Don't ever give out your credit card information to somebody that calls you.
So they might call and say, your credit card ending in these 4 digits, we just need to confirm something about the account.
Yes.
Because if they are calling you, they should know the number.
Yes, they should. So only if you initiate a phone call, if you're making a complaint or you're wanting to get your interest rate reduced or whatever, and you call the credit card company, that's the only time you should give out your credit card information.
Okay, and let's talk about the big bugaboo with credit cards online. Very risky.
Very, very risky. The biggest thing to look for is if you're on a site that you're used to going to, Amazon or eBay or something like that.
LL Bean or
something like
whatever,
that, a trusted store that you logged on to their website to purchase something. Look up in the top left-hand corner of the address bar and make sure it says HTTPS. And then S means secure, and then there's a little lock at the bottom right. It'll look like a closed padlock.
A lock image.
A lock image. If that's not there, and then it doesn't say HTTPS, it is not a secure site.
Okay, now what about if you get an email from somebody that says they're a retailer?
Don't answer it. It's
Just
more
don't
than
even
likely
go
a phishing scam.
Okay.
What they'll do is the bad guys will take their links, like the Help Us or the Frequently Asked Questions. They'll actually take that URL, put it on their page and an email and send it to you, and you think it's legitimate.
It looks legit. So I guess, let's say you get an email from somebody you buy from, and they say, we're having this great sale. I'm guessing you could probably go to their actual website then, and the same sale will be promoted there.
Yes, you could. Another way to do it, getting just a little bit to the computer side, is if you highlight the address or the email. If you highlight the email address in the email, it'll actually give a little drop-down box and tell you what the actual email address is.
Oh, really?
So it could be a different email address you're actually sending your information to.
Okay, and what happens if you're in that terrible position where you've lost your credit card or it's been stolen?
Call right away. The sooner you call call right away. Doesn't matter if it's gone for 10 minutes. If you lose it, as soon as you realize it's gone, cancel the credit card.
And guess where the phone number is? On the card.
On the
so
card.
maybe you want to make a list and keep it in your
At least
glove
some phone
box or
numbers.
something with the phone numbers. Okay, and how about the billing statements? It's important to take a look at them, right?
It is, and most people don't.
Is that
They
right?
just pay the bill. Most everybody pays bills online now, and they just see that they have a balance. They get e-billing, but they don't look at their statement. There could be a charge on there for $10, and it's a fraudulent charge. Call and get the card stopped, but just check. No matter how small it is, it could be something, but please check your statements. That's the biggest indicator of fraud.
Okay, and these credit card skimmers, where the criminals come and it's a legitimate place, but how does that work? They put something on the machine?
They'll either put a cover. It looks just like the original. There are certain convenience stores that have one type of ATM, and they will put a green cover over it, and it looks just like the original. The lights will shine through and flash, but as you put your credit card in, it will take your information off. There's an issue with people actually having keys to gas station pumps, and they will put an inline skimmer, and then it's Bluetooth.
So what do? How do you protect yourself?
Just grab it, make sure that nothing falls off.
Grab the thing and yank
just
on
grab
it and
yes.
make sure.
Even in the grocery store, at the
Really?
point of sale machines, just grab it
Okay.
and just pull on it.
Well, this is very helpful, and people can go to the county website, the police department, and get some additional tips
Yes, they
as
can.
well. All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And thank you for watching Hello Baltimore County. We encourage you to connect with Baltimore County government on Facebook and Twitter, and we will see you next time.